Good. Okay, so what we're going to start at, because we have people who are starting to learn from the start, and then we have people who are we have had a background with Chinese before. What we will do is we will have conversations in Chinese, and we will introduce new words along the way. But this week, as we promised, it was going to be Chinese from Chinese speakers. So what we were looking at is some of the most frequently used words in Chinese and how we can also use them in our language. For this lesson, as you saw on the title of the Zoom meeting, we called it Chinese from Chinese speakers. The thing is, we will go through some of those clips where we hear native Chinese people speaking in movies, mainly, as they do in real life, and then we'll pick some of those popular words, all right? So no pressure today. Just see if you can pick or hear some of those popular words. And as usual, we want to start with the greetings, all right? So this clip here, the one you're about to see, is of a competition. It's known as the Chinese Bridge. And in there, people from all sorts of, from several countries actually meet up. They'll be learning Chinese, and then they go through this competition of learning Chinese. But what we are just going to take is their introductions, right? Not so much to take from this video, just maybe 2 words. Watch.
欧洲，
我来自美洲，
我来自亚洲，
我来自非洲，
我来自大洋洲。你好，我来自美洲，欧洲，
我来自非洲，
来自亚洲。
大洋洲。
太巧，我们来了！
Okay, good. So this is where we started from, all right? Feel free to comment anytime, all right? Because that's the most important thing. Let me see if we can pull up the participants on the side, okay? Good. So what we will do is we will switch between the videos and Google Translate. Google Translate is our main playground, right? So that's where we usually go to hang out. Okay, you want to translate that?
Creo que la mayoría me está escuchando, ¿verdad? Cuando estoy interpretando en español simultáneamente. Si no lo está haciendo, pueden mandarme un mensaje en WhatsApp, por favor, para ayudarle a conectar.
Okay, great. So some of the words that you heard from the video were 你好, right? 你好. Who want to go first? What does 你好 mean? Who want to go first? Savon, I see you are unmuted. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, it means hello or how are you?
Yes, very good. Who want to break it down for us? What's the 你, what's the 好? Chase.
你 is you, how is good.
Good. Rocio, want to translate that?
I believe I'm doing it simultaneously.
Oh,
so
you'll be doing
if
it
the
on the
friends
other
are
side.
not able,
Ah, lovely. Okay.
yeah. So if they can't understand me, let me just explain again. Espero que me estén escuchando, hermanitos. Okay,
¿Sí la
go ahead.
escuchamos, mi hermana?
Oh, no, ¿sí escucha?
Sí, sí la escucho.
Ok, perfecto.
Solamente que como no hablo inglés, no entiendo
No se
mucho la
preocupe.
clase.
Oh, sí, pero sí me escuchan cuando estoy interpretando.
Sí, a usted sí le, bueno, escucho a los dos. Y
Ok, mientras él habla, yo estoy hablando. ¿Me está escuchando?
sí.
Ok, perfecto. Gracias. Okay, so it is working. Thank you.
Ah, good. So what are you going to record on your end as well, or we'll just have one English recording?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hold on?
I was asking you if you are
Yes.
also going to have a recording for the Spanish friends, or we'll just have the English one.
Ah, good question. I don't know how to do that. The recording the voice.
Oh, I see. Anyway, maybe we'll
but-
figure that out.
Yeah.
But for now, we're happy that we have the simultaneous translation. So I don't need to wait for you, right? It's just like we.
Oh, hold on. Yes, but right now, yes, because one of the sisters says she can't hear me. Hold on a minute. Hermana, entonces lo que tiene que hacer es abajo de su pantalla tiene un mundo, le aprieta el mundito y luego le pone español para escuchar en español. Ok, gracias. Ok, coge hermana.
Sabe que lo hice, pero no me
Oh,
traduce.
¿no le traduce?
No, sigue hablando en inglés o
No
mostrando en
escuchan.
inglés.
Ok, porque supuestamente tiene que mandarle como a un cuartito, pero no más de audio para que me escuche a mí.
No.
Cuando le apretó el mundo, le dio la opción de español y de inglés.
Sí,
Y
dice
le apretó
audio
Spanish.
original, inglés, español, silenciar el audio original. Le coloqué
Ok,
español, pero no traduce.
ok, hágale otra vez, apriétele al español.
¿No? Sí, pero no me manda ninguna salita, como dice usted.
Ok, déjeme ver. Voy a ver si me escucha ahora. Ok.
Ujú.
Okay, you're good, Rocio.
Not yet, not yet. We're still, hold on a
Okay.
minute, please. ¿Me pueden levantar su mano, por favor? O su dedo arriba, el que me puede escuchar y el que no, no, ¿verdad? Porque no me escuchan, pero son los que me escuchan, por favor.
Yo la escucho ahora.
Ahora sí, ¿verdad? Pero mientras estoy en el otro canal, no, ¿verdad? Ok,
No,
nomás una hermana, dos me escuchan. ¿Qué es lo diferente que harían, hermana Verónica? ¿Qué hizo que pudo escucharme para ayudar a los hermanos?
Yo también la
Lo-
escucho.
¿Sí me escucha cuando estoy traduciendo simultáneamente a la misma vez?
No, yo tampoco, Marta.
Ok,
Nada más la oigo
entonces
ahorita, pero después ya no la oigo cuando está el hermano.
cuando está el hermano ya no. Ok, entonces no funcionó mi idea. Vamos a hacerlo como pausar y después de introducir. Lo voy a traducir, ¿ok? Gracias, hermanas. Okay, Brother Banda, it did not work. So I guess I'm just gonna do it right after you. Okay.
Sorry, I was on mute. You said it didn't work.
No, it didn't. No, for some reason, I don't know if I need to do something else from my side that I'm not doing. So maybe for next time, I'll just play with it with some friends and then get it ready for the next time. But right now, we're gonna have to pause and then I'll do the interpretation and then you continue and so on.
Okay, no problem. Right. So thank you. Thank you so much for your effort, Percy. We will do that.
Okay.
All right. So thank you for joining again, if everyone, and welcome Solange, Yolanda, and I'm not sure who the other one we just joined. Thank you for joining. So we didn't really do much so far. We just touched on a little clip, which just gave us the basics of greetings. And what we are doing today is we're picking up the most popular words in the Chinese language, and part of them obviously includes greetings. So we have touched on 你好, and we managed to split both. I think we'll do that now. We'll split it for the people to see. You can still see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. So let's split them
Podemos
right
ver.
away. I'm gonna say this is 你, and this is 好, and this is 你好 combined together. for those who are starting. Okay. So we have the Spanish over here. Rocio, you can go.
Hermanos, para los que recién acaban de venir, estamos... No hemos empezado todavía mucho, solamente vimos un video cortito, pero estamos hablando de las diferentes maneras que podemos perdón. Ok, estamos hablando en cuanto a la palabra 你好 y las diferentes formas que puede haber para un saludo o para también la traducción, las maneras de vamos a traducir, vamos a usar el Google Translate, el Google que traduce y también algunos videos. Ok, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to copy this out for you and take it out and put it somewhere closer so that if you need separate notes, we can like make a PDF out of everything that we do, right? So how do you normally respond to this?
Ok, entonces vamos a usar el PDF para traducirlo. What was your question?
How do you normally respond to 你好?
¿Cómo responderían para si alguien les dice 你好?
Okay, let's hear from Chase.
好
Sorry, come again.
好
Okay, good. 好 which means,
Respondería how. Muy bien.
all right, this one here. What other ways do you hear other people say? Let's put up our slide, right? That will also help us.
¿Qué otra manera escuchamos que digan how?
Okay, so there we go. Who wants to go? Please feel free to just pull out your name. Sometimes it's difficult to get the participants on the side, all right? So Michelle, do you want to try? There's Michelle Johnson and Michelle. Okay, any of you can.
Yeah.
Sorry, come again.
Right. I'm sorry, can you say it again?
How do you respond to 你好?
I can say 我很好.
Yes, very good. 我很好. And what does 我很好 mean, right?
I'm very good.
Yes. Yes. So if you're starting to learn Chinese, let's just put this out for you. We will split that for you as well. That's another one. So how, as you know, it means good. We also saw 你 last time. So now we have 我, right? Which is this character. And you just type it as 我, like that. Okay. Which is yo, right? In Spanish over here. And then hen, like this. It's like chicken in English, but it's very in Chinese. Right, there we go. Then, and again, we put the how, like what Chase said earlier. We're just going to put in the character and the letters after. Okay, so this is one of the responses to 你好. Okay. Rocio, you up?
Estamos hablando de las maneras diferentes para introducirse uno. Y can you go back to the different examples of introduction in the video?
Sure.
Thank you. Y estas son las maneras de introducirse. Y estaba preguntando, pidiendo que digan, si alguien le dice 你好, ¿cómo respondería? Y estas que están aquí le pueden tomar una captura con su teléfono para que sepan que esta es la forma como se dice, se contesta cuando le dice a alguien 你好.
Good.
Okay,
So,
go ahead and do it. Go back. Go to the Google Translate because
okay, good.
one of the words is not translating it correctly. Or does hen also mean gallina? No, it doesn't mean gallina, right?
It's Chinese.
Okay, let me translate that. Cuando dice la palabra hen, Entonces no es la palabra gallina, sino es muy, quiere decir muy. Más que cuando lo pone en gen, lo interpreta del inglés, que es una gallina, pero en realidad es muy. Ajá, no, no la palabra gallina, ¿ok? Nomás muy y hao quiere decir bueno. Ok,
So
go
I
ahead.
think I should put them together, right? Or fail, how? Okay, put it in Chinese like this. Okay. Right. Okay, so like that. Good. So this is one of the responses that we can give to that reading. And in other times you also hear sing. Okay, we want to introduce this word in the early because this is more frequent in spoken Chinese. You don't hear it this much, but it's also a very popular reading, a response rather. Okay, so in English it's simply okay. In Spanish, what is that?
Esta es otra manera de responder, que está bien. En inglés decimos ok. Y en español nomás decimos bien. No decimos de acuerdo, decimos bien.
Yes. So you will hear it together with hi, sing. Hi means still, or let's put it there, and then sing together, and then we combine them together like this. So that this will help you to understand them, how they work together. I sing. Okay, we'll put it like that. All right. Is it still making sense in Spanish?
Shin means okay, right? Like saying good. Okay, so kind of. And in Spanish, de acuerdo means sure.
Okay.
Sure, or alrighty. So I'll just let them know
It has
that
that meaning as well. It actually has that meaning. Like, for example, we want to put up a scenario where we say, oh, can I see you tomorrow? Is 8 o'clock okay? And then you say, yeah, that's possible.
Oh, de
So
acuerdo. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Entonces, la palabra shin, que está ahí, la primerita, con el carácter, y en español está traducido para de acuerdo, dice que también significa de acuerdo, porque si alguien le dice, ¿estás de acuerdo de ir al cine mañana? Él dice, oh, sí, estoy de acuerdo. Pero también significa, está bien, que está bien. Todas esas son, y después hi shin. So hi shin, what does hi shin mean again?
Yeah, hi sing. Now, when we add in hi sing, what we're doing is we're putting, it's still okay. Like, for example, how are you doing? It's still okay. Let me put it up here. The translation we are after is this one here, still or yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we say hi sing, we say, it's still okay. How's everything? Still okay. Hi sing.
Ok, thank you. Y cuando contestamos hi shin, quiere decir que todavía estamos bien. Esa sería la traducción de hi shin. Todavía estoy bien, todavía estoy de acuerdo.
Very good. Okay. So there is a polite ending, which we should also, which you will hear a lot as well, which is ba, like this. So sometimes you hear hi sing ba. It doesn't change the meaning if you hear someone say hi sing ba. Okay.
También la palabra va significa lo mismo. No lo está traduciendo muy bien este programa Google, pero también quiere decir bien, o que sí, pero de una manera formal, más como educada.
Good. So in our slide, we said hi, Xingba, and we also had all right. So let's do a bit of practice, all right? We'll start. Angela, do you want to do with Chase? Angela, you say to Chase, hello, and Chase, you say, I'm very good, which is hao. And then we'll have Citlali say, and you might be tricky for some, right? Who want to say you? Okay. Citlali, do you know and you? Does she speak Spanish? Maybe she can understand.
That will be nine.
Yes, Nina.
Nina. Nina.
Yes, very good. So let's have the three of you start. Angela Morales, could you please start with hello? And Chase will respond, and Cecil will ask, and you?
Hermana Ángela, si por favor puede introducirse con el hermano Chase y luego le va a contestar.
Bueno. Yo empiezo.
Sí.
你好。
我很好，你呢？
Very good.
开心吧。
Nice.
Muy bien.
Wonderful. Sounds like we're actually meeting with Chinese people. Very good. So we actually have a conversation with people asking, how are you? I'm doing great. And how is everything? It's still fine. Okay. So we want to have somebody who says, I'm also very good. How do we say that? And this time around, we want to use ma. Just a quick introduction of ma at the end here. What does ma mean? I'm going to ask Lisa, do you want to try what ma mean?
I guess, are you, like, do you want me to say it in Chinese or do you want me to say it in English?
In English, for sure. In English, please.
So you're asking me, what does ni hao ma mean?
And just the ma part, the ma part. When you see ma, what does that mean? What does that tell you?
You are good. Yes.
Yeah. So the part, the ma part, that's what makes the question, right?
Yes.
Very good. So we now have two ways of asking questions. Please write this in your notes if you are new to Chinese. As just like Lisa just mentioned, we have. Okay, I'm gonna copy this out and put it on the site, not just for future reference. If you need a PDF of what we did today, and then we will say, we saw that you could ask question with na, and you saw that you could ask question with ma. Okay, and this is what we did today, like ni, na, all right? And we had this question, which we just had the greeting, which was ni hao, and we also added ni hao ma. Okay. So you can tell from our translation here, we said na, okay, and ni hao ma, what will then come up as cómo estás. So Rocio, do you want to go for this? I'm just going to add the characters next to them.
Yes. El hermano le estaba preguntando a la hermanita qué significa la palabra ma. Y la palabra, entonces estás ahora explicando que na y ma son unas formas de pregunta que se usa al final de la oración para indicar que le está preguntando algo. Y entonces cuando dice Nina, la tercera, eso quiere decir ¿y tú? Cuando alguien le dice ¿cómo estás? Oh, yo estoy bien. ¿Y tú? Entonces eso significa ¿y tú? Y después ni hao, ¿cómo estás? No, perdón, hola significa ni hao. Y luego el último dice ni hao ma. Cuando le escuchan la ma, entonces le está preguntando ¿cómo estás? En vez de decir nomás hola, es ¿cómo estás?
Very good. So whenever we see this ma, we know it's a question, right? That's the point you want to put across. Whenever you see the ma, it's a question.
Cuando ven la palabra ma, es una pregunta. Y si todavía no sabían esto, por favor, tomen nota, escriban en sus notas que la palabra ma es para usar al final de una oración, para hacer la oración. Sería como en español usamos el signo de pregunta. Entonces, en el chino sería esa palabra.
Yes, and the difference between the two is that 你呢 will require an answer that is more descriptive. The one with ma, it could be a yes or no question. For in this instance, for example, say 你呢 what about you? You can't say yes. You have to explain, I'm also very good, or I'm doing fine, or I've been down lately. You have to give a description. So it's different with ma. Ma, you can just say yes or no.
Con la palabra na, con la NE, esa pregunta es que necesita más clarificación la respuesta. Y con la pregunta ma, es que nomás queremos que diga sí o no. Como por ejemplo, cuando alguien le dice, ¿cómo estás? Yo bien, y tú, no va a decir sí o no, tiene que decir, estoy bien, estoy mal, estoy cansada, ¿verdad? Necesita más explicación. Pero cuando le decimos, cuando usamos la ma, entonces, como digamos, ¿quieres agua? Sí o no. Esa es la diferencia de esas dos.
Very good. Okay, so what we're doing here are called introductions, and introductions in Chinese are called 介绍.
La palabra introducción o presentarse a alguien en inglés se dice jièshào.
Good. So now we're going to move on. Now that we have got a bit of what we could do with the greetings, let's move on a little bit. What we want to do is we want to see how people can introduce themselves in a setup, like in a real life setup, right? First, we will look at some of these words. yīxià. Okay, please say it with me. yīxià.
Repitan después de mí porque estas son las palabras que vamos a continuar con la introducción, pero en la vida cotidiana. Entonces repitan después de él cuando diga la palabra, por favor.
yīxià.
Say it again. yīxià.
Yeah. Yes. This is also another ending that's used to make it polite. Last time we saw ba, and in this instance we have 一下. Okay. 介绍吧, 介绍一下. Okay.
Esta es la forma formal para un saludo.
Okay. 介绍吧. Say it with me.
Repítame.
介绍吧.
Yes. And then 介绍一下. Sorry, I wrote that. 介绍一下. Please say it with me.
介绍吧.
Yes. So, and then the next word in that line was 自己. 自己. Yes. 自己, it means myself or yourself, like personally. 自己.
Significa yo mismo.
Okay. All right. So now if I say 自己, I'm going to write it down. 自己介绍吧. 自己介绍吧. What do you think that means?
¿Qué piensan que significa 自己介绍吧?
What does that mean?
¿Qué significa?
What does 自己 mean?
¿Qué significa 自己? Does it mean yourself, you said?
Yes. So this is like myself, all right? Or
myself.
Yeah, like your own in your capacity, all right? If I want to introduce people, I would say, like for example, I say this is Rocio. 自己介绍吧. 自己 personally introduce yourself. 自己介绍吧. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that down.
Es yo mismo, es como estamos hablando de las introducciones, como le está presentando a alguien, o como uno dice yo soy fulano de tal.
Okay, so we are saying 介绍吧. and Jièshào, yīxià. Yīxià and ba are the same, all right? They're just making it polite. If we just say introduce, it's more like a command. But if you add ba or yīxià, then that politens the statement.
Cuando no usamos la palabra va al final, es como un mandato, pero dice él que de la manera más amorosa o más cariñosamente usa la palabra va para formalmente, y no sea sino un mandato, sino como un saludo amoroso.
Okay, good. So I'm going to take this and put it there on our notes as well. And then we'll come back here. Now we want to do a proper practice. Okay. All right, Danny Torres, how do you say personally?
¿Cómo se dice yo mismo?
¿Me escucho, Rocío?
¿Sí me escucha? Sí, ¿cómo se dice yo mismo?
¿Wo?
No. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Lazy.
All right, we're looking for zìjǐ. Okay, on zìjǐ.
Estamos en este que está arribita con la Z-I, J-I, que es, say it again one more time.
Zìjǐ.
In Chinese. Se dice zìjǐ.
Zìjǐ. It's like this. You know, this is the best way to look at it. Pizza, right? Ta zìjǐ, zìjǐ, pizza, ta zìjǐ.
Okay. Tiene el sonido de la Z en pizza. Entonces sería zìjǐ.
Yes. Okay. Zìjǐ. All right. Please, let's do it again. Let's do it together. Zìjǐ. Good.
Repitan, por favor. Zìjǐ.
Right. So let's just put it up. I'm just going to give you two examples of where we could use that. All right. What's the word to speak? I know there are some who are already advanced in Chinese, so I'm just going to throw it out to them. What's the word to speak? Solange, do you want to try the word to speak?
I'm sorry, say that again. What was the question?
What's the word to speak?
What is the word to speak?
Yes. In Chinese.
¿Cómo se dice la palabra hablar en chino?
I am not sure, actually.
Okay. Shuo, have you heard of shuo?
Shuo.
Yeah, shuo, that's to speak, right?
Okay, sure.
Shuo.
Good. So that's to speak, all right? So now if you want to say, speak for yourself, again, we put the word for, zìjǐ, right? Zìjǐ, shuo, zìjǐ, shuo. Like, okay, I'm gonna ask you this question, but I want to avoid the question, and then somebody, no. Zìjǐ, shuo, speak for yourself or say it yourself, right? Zìjǐ, shuo.
Shuo.
Right. So shuo is a verb. This is, sorry, I did that. Wanna copy this part. Okay. What other verb do you know from the list that we sent you? I think that will make it easier because speak might not be a verb that you saw. What other verb did you see? Let's see it from those who are reading.
Let me translate. La palabra shuo quiere decir decir o dilo, ¿verdad? Como está traducido ahí, dilo tú mismo. ¿Y qué otras palabras se pueden acordar de la lista que les mandé? Are you looking for any words or just
a verb? Any verb.
Okay.
Could be read.
Cualquier verbo.
Could be.
Cualquier verbo de los que le mandé por en el mensaje pueden compartir, por favor.
Tú, de leer.
Sí.
¿Cuáles?
Do, de leer.
Do, to read. Do.
Yes, good. Let's do that.
Muy bien.
So
Podemos usar
how do
ese.
we say read for yourself?
¿Cómo diríamos? Tú solo leo, tú léelo. Tú mismo léelo.
Me.
Again, we start with
自己
yourself.
读
Yes, 自己读, right? 自己读,自己读. Let's say together.
自己读，自己读，
Repitan.
Right.
Siji,
自己读，
So the 自己 is like personally or yourself, right? In English, let's see if we can do that. Okay, read by yourself, right? Say it yourself. Okay, that's what we're trying to say. 自己 will always like come back to like yourself, but you can also use it for personally. Like in this instance, it's been translated as yourself, but it can also work as myself. For example, if somebody asks you, how did you learn Chinese? And you say, I learned it by myself. You can also say, 自己. And what's the word for learning? What's the verb, the word for learning? Let's hear it from Veronica. Do you want to try the word for learn?
Estamos ahora, Verónica, hablando en cuanto a que también se puede usar el como para uno mismo, para tú mismo, para él mismo, conjugando, ¿verdad? ¿Y cómo se dice la palabra aprender? ¿Se acuerda? Verónica.
Okay, she is muted. Yolanda, first, do you want to try?
Buena, Verónica. Ok, Yolanda, ¿nos puede ayudar?
The word to learn.
La palabra aprender. ¿Cómo se dice en chino?
Shuo.
Yes. Oh yeah. Strict. We just want to pick shuo. All right. Shuo will be fine. All right. 自己 shuo. Okay.
Muy bien, gracias. Vamos nomás a usar la palabra shuo. Entonces sería zìjǐ, shuo.
All right. So I think you get the idea. You can use it as myself or yourself, right? So that's 自己, right? So in our instance where we are right now, we are saying 自己介绍. What does that mean? 自己介绍. What does that mean, Chase?
Introduce yourself.
Very good. And how do we make that polite, Chase? If you want to make it a polite ending, you can say, yeah, 自己介绍, and then
自己介绍吧.
good. Or what's the other way? 自己介
I
绍.
don't remember the other way.
Okay, wanna try? It starts with Y.
yīxià.
Yes, very good. Okay, so we're saying 自己介绍吧, 自己介绍yīxià. Okay, so everything you want somebody to do, okay? If you want to make it polite, you just add ba in the front, okay? We will do that just now, all right? Okay, just to see that everyone has got that on, I'm gonna pick somebody who hasn't commented so far. Marcela, can you say, come here yourself?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Vanda, can I translate?
Sure.
Okay, I don't want you to go further because I'm going to forget.
Sure.
Entonces, está explicando que el penúltimo ejemplo dice, yo mismo aprendo, ¿verdad? Can you change it to Spanish on the translating, on the Google Translate? Thank you. Yo aprendo y por mí mismo, ¿verdad? Yo aprendí por mí. O cuando alguien le pregunta, ¿cómo aprendiste chino? Pues yo lo aprendí por mí mismo, yo solo. Y el último preguntó qué significa toda la frase. Y toda la frase significa, es la palabra introducirse uno mismo, ¿verdad? Y luego dijo que la palabra va se usa para ser más formal. Entonces, le preguntó qué otra palabra se puede utilizar para ser formal. Y la segunda palabra es yīxià. Entonces esas dos palabras que están ahí en la última oración significan introducirse uno mismo o introducir a alguien, pero diciéndolo con una manera más formal. Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you. Then I'm going to go back to Marcela. What's the word to come?
¿Cómo se dice venir? You're asking how to say come?
Yes. How do you say
Okay.
come?
¿Cómo se dice venir?
Venir is alive.
Yes, that's good. So how do you say come yourself?
¿Y cómo se diría yo vengo?
Solange, I see your hand is raised. How do I say come by yourself or come yourself?
Wolai.
I'm sorry.
Wolai.
Olai, yes, olai is means I come, but we want to say to you, come yourself. You remember the word for yourself or myself?
I have a question.
Okay.
La pregunta.
Could you write the all phrase that you said, but I a little confused.
Okay, why are you confused? We can help you.
When you finish each phrase,
Mm-hmm.
if possible, you write all phrase. But when you write in Google Translate, I a little confused. Sorry.
Okay, Rosia, did you get what she's saying we should do?
Yes. She's saying that if you could write a complete sentence, but like in a not using Google Translate, because Google Translate is not translating correctly, and it's kind of a doing it not in a sentence, it's doing like sometimes in words, which doesn't make sense, and so it's hard to see or too hard to picture that the complete sentence in the correct order.
Okay.
Sí, hermanito. Sí, es que cuando, o sea, se pone muy bien y lo es bien, perdón que sea, no sé si soy muy exigente. Solo que cuando ya termine la frase, la puedo en el grupo lo que quiso
Sí.
decir todo, ¿me
Entonces,
explico?
I'm sorry to be so picky about it. If you could please, or she should say, because you're explaining it really well and correctly. It's just that the translation part of the Google. But if you could put it like on the chat, or if you're going to send it to us, she says that would be helpful.
Okay. What we're doing is we use Google Play, Google Translate as our playground, because it allows us to at least split the words as we go. If I do it in a word, like say for example, if I do it over here, let me show you what I'm doing behind. If I do it like here in this text here, there won't be a way to split the words, like they won't make sense to anyone, because they will just be Chinese against Pinyin, which if you are starting, it won't make sense.
It's 15 hours.
But if you have a bit of Google Translate and Rocio coming through for you, and then whenever Google Translate doesn't do that translate correctly, then Rocio can help you pick up the correct translation. I think that will at least give us a bit of a picture. For example, in English, sometimes we look at it like here. Let's see.
Let me explain that. Hermanita dice que mostró si es que no usar el Google Translate, el que el traductor de Google, lo estamos usando como método de solamente ayudarnos a ver las palabras. Y sí, no va a ser tal vez correctamente, pero dice que esa sería la única manera que él puede más rápido, en vez de estar escribiendo en inglés y luego escribirlo en español, que sea más visual. Porque me pueden decir otra vez por qué es lo que cuando está explicando o que no se ve correctamente o cuál era la pregunta otra vez, por favor, hermana Verónica.
Okay.
La que hizo la pregunta. ¿Cuál era su preguntita otra vez, por favor? No me acuerdo quién era.
Yo, disculpen, no, está bien, yo me gusta cómo está enseñando Banda.
Sí,
I like Banda, Banda teach. Solo que yo decía, es porque me confundo un poco, es cuando ya pone, por ejemplo, pizza, shuo, zìjǐ, sale abajo con pinyin. Entonces, lo que quería era que ponga la frase completa que estaba explicando. Tal vez en algún otro lado, para saber cómo quedó la frase. Eso era todo, nada más.
Ok. Se da cuenta que está hablando, la cosa es que está hablando de diferentes oraciones y que usted quiere que las escriba aparte. Ok. Solamente que tampoco va a tener sentido porque las está quebrando en secciones. Y lo último, ok, entonces la final de lo quebrado, que lo ponga en una sola oración y lo comparta, dice, ¿verdad?
Se puede, hermana, si no.
Okay, perfecto. Okay, déjeme preguntarle. Okay, so I'm sorry, Vanna. Now I kind of understand better. So you know how you're breaking it down, the sentence to, because you're explaining each character because it has its meaning, right? And then when put together, it means a sentence or it means a phrase. So she's asking if you are going to, or if you could write this final phrase, because see how, on the upper side of the Google Translate, it has the characters, and then on the bottom, like kind of in the middle, it has the opinion, but it's all is all together combined, so it's kind of hard to see where it ends, where it starts and where it ends. So that's where the confusing part is, especially if you don't, and I get her because if you don't know Chinese, that would be like, okay, so where does it start, where does it end?
Okay, well, this one at the bottom here, I think what we are doing, I'm not sure if you noticed, is we are copying it. For example, here you said pizza, so, which is this one, pizza, so, and then this character is again so that's the third one. And then we went to zìjǐ, shuo, and we copied that, we put it here next to where it says zìjǐ shuo, which means say it yourself in English right here. And zìjǐ do, which is this part, zìjǐ do. So there's no need to look at the bottom because I'm copying it here from the bottom and I'm putting it right next to where it means, right? So this is a complete sentence as it is. zìjǐ do, read it by yourself, right? zìjǐ shuo, that's also another complete sentence as it is here. Learn it by yourself. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking.
Okay, it's just that yeah, let me translate. Hermanita, no creo que se pueda, hacer nada porque sí, la parte de abajo se ve todo junto y pegado y confuso, pero cuando él lo escribe arriba, lo está haciendo por oraciones, como por ejemplo dice la tercera, ¿verdad? Que dice, dilo por ti mismo, say it yourself. Zìjǐ shuo, dilo tú mismo. Y después el otro de abajito, zìjǐ do, que quiere decir lee por ti mismo. Y se ve más o menos ahí, pero se ve también la palabra de opinion. Pero sí, tal vez usted toma la captura y ya cuando termine la clase, yo le puedo ayudar un poquito más con separar las frases, o usted misma puede hacer un poco de tarea para que lo entienda mejor. Okay.
All right, so she doesn't need to mind the bottom text here because all we are working with is everything right here. What we could do the other way is we simply work with the slides on the video, like we're doing here. 自己来自己介绍一下, but it won't be as interactive as it is right now.
Yeah.
You get the point.
Sí. Yes, we do. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, because
'Cause
people like
sí,
if you see in place and then you see how
Yes,
we're
yes.
writing it up together. Yeah.
Okay. I think she had to leave, I think. She says, thank you everyone needing to log off.
That's Savon. I think that the one who was asking
Oh,
is
that was the other sister. Okay. Si no usara, hermanita, ¿cómo se llama la que estaba preguntando? Es que no pude ver el nombre.
okay. Good. Patty, there's another hand from Patty. Is it Patty, do you want to say something?
Hermana Patti, ¿tiene también una pregunta?
Sí, hermana, yo solo quería comentar, o sea, sí se entiende, pero quería saber si el video, como se está grabando, lo vamos a poder volver a ver para que nosotros mismos lo podamos repasar con más calma y estudiarlo. Esa es mi pregunta.
Perfecto. Sí, okay. She's saying you are explaining really good and she's understanding the Google Translate and all of that. She just had the question if we are going to post this video. Since we're recording it, are you going to post it so we can go back and look at it?
Yeah, I think that's the idea. We will make it available to everyone who attended and those who didn't attend.
Sí, hermana, esa es la idea. Eso vamos a hacer cuando terminemos la clase. Entonces él va a subir el video al grupo.
Ok, muchas gracias, hermana.
De nada. Thank you.
Gracias, hermano, también. Gracias a los dos.
No, de nada, hermana. She says thank you too.
Oh, okay, good.
Both of them.
So, okay, let's touch on the last part of this slide. We touched on zìjǐ, I think we touched on yīxià. And in the video, when we started, you heard that all the guys say, or that's I, right? 来自, and then they say the place. So, for example, if you're introducing yourself, you can say, 我来自 America, 我来自 Spain, 我来自 Argentina. So it simply means I come from.
Okay. Somos de un país, entonces decimos 我来
来自 this one, yeah.
来自 我来自 vengo de California, vengo de Venezuela, vengo de Argentina, entonces sería 我来自 y el país.
Good. And then hui, it means to come back or return. Hui.
Y la palabra hui. Oh, okay, you're going over the ones that are on the bottom. Okay, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Ahí abajito, donde está la introducción, están las palabras que estaba repasando, no la mire. Hui, what does hui mean again?
To come back or to return.
To come back. Okay, quiere decir regresar o retornar.
Good. And then la is a past tense marker. In Chinese, you don't change the verb, it stays the same, but you simply put the la in the front.
Y la última parece el le, pero en realidad se pronuncia la. Y ese es un ayudante del verbo que se usa y nunca cambia.
Good. So what does it mean when we say Laila?
¿Qué significa Laila?
Okay, we want to try that. Chase, do you want to try that? Sorry,
Hermano Chase.
come again. Okay, looks like we're missing the audio, but his mic is unmuted. He must be saying something. Okay, Angela, I see your
Sorry,
mic.
my mic was muted physically.
Okay.
I'm not sure because you said you explained lights, which is where you're from, but you didn't explain lie by itself. You explained la, which would be the past tense. I'm not sure what lie is by itself.
Lie means to come. Sorry, we missed that part. I think that's what Solange was doing, and then we got caught up with the questions. Lie is to come, right? And
okay,
is as
so it would be came, Laila.
Yeah, Laila or became. Very good, very good.
Okay.
Rocio, can you want to translate that? Because I think it's important.
Sí. Le preguntó que la palabra lai quiere decir venir. Y, ok, les interpreté mal la palabra la. La palabra la quiere decir, se usa para el pasado. Entonces se diría vengo o vine. Vine o vengo de.
So we're touching on this one, la. Okay, that's the past tense marker. For example, we said lie is to come. Sorry.
Lie quiere decir venir.
Okay, I should put it like that and then. Sorry, I have to type it in characters first. La. Okay, that's the marker we want to go after. And then we're taking a few verbs that we have already covered in the past, lie. And we also touched shuo. And we also touched on read, do. Okay, let's do it like this. Sorry again, can you respond to me? So the first one and do the last one, all right? So this is what we did. And now watch in Spanish and in English, right? Okay, just start from this one. Come, say, and read. In Spanish, I think, Rocio, you want to try? Read for us?
Sí. Las palabras que hemos cubierto o avanzado hoy es la primera, que es la, que se usa para el pasado. Y luego shuo, no, perdón, lie para venir. Y luego shuo para decir y do para leer.
So now we add in the la particle. Is it changing into past tense in Spanish? Is it?
Yes, it is. Cuando le agregamos, yes, le agregamos en la partícula la, se vuelve pasado. Entonces, la primera es viniendo, dicho, y pues leer no tiene pasado leer.
So we say in the la, we'll change our verb into past tense, right? So that's the key point 20 if you want to take notes on that. I'm just going to put the penny next to that as well so that people can follow along, right? And I'm also going to show it in English.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So in English, we had come, say, and read, right? And now we have, okay, it didn't change on this one, which was supposed to happen. It should have came, and then now it says and read. We chose the wrong set of verbs. Read and read won't change anything. But that's the idea. La will put it up onto our past tense, all right? So I'm just going to put it again onto those notes that I will share with you afterwards. Okay, so we have, I think, covered much of the words there and give a bit of example. Now let's watch this one. I'm just going to show it to you. Okay, there we go.
Vamos a ver más del video.
我介绍一下，这是国安省厅的叶涵。
你好，张岩。
你好，叶涵，感谢你配合我们的工作。
不客气。
你们先聊，我就在隔壁，有事叫我啊。
好。
Okay, so we want the part where they said.
这是国安。
Right. Come again. Well, they speak a little bit faster, but we want to.
我介绍一下。
Okay, he starts with the word 我介绍一下. Okay, what does that mean? 我介绍一下.
¿Qué significa con la frase que empezó?
Algo como que les voy a presentar o presentarse, por favor.
Something like, hello, I'm introducing myself. I'm going to introduce myself.
Okay, 我 is I, right? 介绍, I introduce. Okay, so that's very close. Okay, Solange, I see your hand is raised.
Said, hello. I introduce myself, o sea, me presento, hola, me presento.
Sí, muy bien, correcto.
Very
sí, las dos están correctas, sí.
So we have this guy is introducing the people, and then he said, 我介绍一下. Okay, so you remember we touched on 介绍一下, right? This time he's saying 我, that means he will introduce, right? But if he wants you to introduce yourself, what will he say?
Si él quisiera introducirse él mismo, ¿cómo diría?
Yes, very good. 自己介绍, that's what you would say. But in this case, he says 我介绍一下, so he will introduce other people. And then the next thing he says,
这是国安审听的业。
这是, all right. So let's touch on that because we'll see it a lot. This is very important. 这是 what does 这 mean, Angela?
¿Qué significa la palabra je?
Joey, thank you for joining us. We're just going through the popular words in Chinese. So we are on je.
Esta.
¿Eso? ¿Esto? ¿O eso? ¿Eso?
Esto, eso.
¿Esto? Okay, this.
Yes, very good. Let's do that. Sorry, I'm just going to put it up on our playground, right? So that we get this together.
Este es chongo.
Okay, so we had this word jièshào. Okay, it's like ZHE, like this. That's jiè, which means, all right. And then if we say jièshào, okay. This is. All right, let's put that up on Spanish real quick. All right, Rocio, you can do your thing. I'm just gonna do.
Okay. Dice la primera palabra je, o este es, con la sh. Je, sería este o es.
So, and now you can put the name of a person soon after, right? So let's try. Who wants to go first? Patty, do you want to say, this is Rocio?
Quiere Patty decir ella. En el chino y tampoco en el inglés no hay femenino ni masculino, ¿verdad? Entonces, la misma palabra va a ser para ella es o él es. Y puede decir ella es Rocío, Patty.
Que yo responda.
Sí, usted diga, tradúzcame la palabra ella es, o la oración, ella es Rocío.
Es, para ella esta. No.
Bueno, perdón, sería esta, sí sería esta, no ella, sería esta es Rocío.
Entonces sería she, she, Rocío.
Very good.
Muy
Very
bien.
good. Muy bien. All right. Jièshào. This is Rocío, all right? So that's a very simple way of introducing your friends, all right? Let's see. Marcela, do you want to try? Say, this is Joy.
Marcela puede tratar diciendo, se diría ella es, ¿verdad? Ella es Joy o esta es Joy.
She.
Jièshào, and the name of the person?
El nombre de la persona que es Joy.
Joy. She, Joy.
Okay, good. Let's do some practice on the pronunciation a little bit. Je.
Vamos a practicar la pronunciación. Repitan después de mí. Je.
Sure. Okay, so let's just say we have a Jason. Yes. Sure. Like in like this. Let's put it this way. Is this the word? No, that's not the spelling. All right. Knowledge. Yeah, knowledge would do. Knowledge. Okay, there's a W somewhere there. But the part that we want is the last one here. Sure. Knowledge, but it's not. It sounds like it is an I. all right? Or garage would do as well, I think. I'm gonna see what works closer to your language, all right? Garage. The G part in the end there, but it has an E sound. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Or a J sound I wanna see. Okay, yeah, let's go with J, all right? Let's say we have joy, but now we're saying J instead of joy. J. No, J. Okay. Let's go.
J.
Yes. 这是 Anna. 这是
Anna.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
¿Qué significa?
Ella es Ana.
This is Anna. Very good.
This is Anna.
Jesse Yolanda.
Ella es Yolanda. O esta es Yolanda.
Very good. Okay, so I think you guys.
你好，张妍。你好。
So in this case, they're saying 你好, and then they say their name. They didn't say 我叫 or my name is. They just say hello, and then you say your name after. Okay, so this is another way of doing it in Chinese, right? You don't even need to say my name is. You just say hello, and your name soon after. And the person who's also being greeted did the same thing. Rocio, you want to try this, right?
Sí. Y ahora en esta oración la muchacha nomás dijo hola y su nombre. Y a veces así hacemos, ¿verdad? Cuando empieza alguien a introducir a alguien, le dice ella es María, entonces el otro dice hola, soy Carmen, soy Rocío. Hola, soy Rocío. Y lo mismo pasó acá en esta oración. Solamente dice ella hola y su nombre.
Very good. So sometimes when you meet up with the Chinese and you forgot how to say my name is, you just say hello, Rocío.
Y en chino solamente cuando uno se olvida de cómo se dice mi nombre es, entonces puede decir hola, 你好, Rocío.
好，叶涵，感谢你配合我们的工作。
不客气。
你们先聊，我就在隔壁，有事儿叫我啊。
好，谢谢你。
哎，好，
请坐。
I'm not going to touch on much of the part that they were saying because it was a little bit advanced for us today. Follow along with
我介绍一下，这是国安省厅的叶涵。
你好，张妍。
你好，叶涵，感谢你配合我们的工作。
不客气。
你们先聊，我就在隔壁，有事儿叫我。
All right, good. So let's touch on 谢谢你. You heard that 谢谢你. What does 谢谢你 mean?
¿Qué significa 谢谢你?
Veronica? Okay, Danny Torres, yes. Go ahead, Danny.
Adelante, Dani.
Y es como decir gusto también, ¿no? Mucho gusto también.
Is it the same as saying thank you, nice to meet you too?
谢谢你 is just thank you, right?
La palabra 谢谢你 significa gracias.
Yes. 好，谢谢你, all right? That's to say thank you, okay? 谢谢你, thank you.
La que está ahí enfrente de la pantalla, how quiere decir ok o bien, y luego dice 谢谢你.
Good.
¿Qué significa gracias?
Rocío,
Dígame.
perdón. El ni no era el de como también, algo así, ¿no? Es que
Ajá, sí, parecido, nomás que este es con la I. She's asking, isn't it ni you too, or for also you also, or how are you? And you and you. That's the one.
Good.
And you.
Right. So let's go back. We said ni, this one here, it means you. And then what did we say is a question?
Okay.
We touched on 2 question markers today. Who remembers? Please just say them out loud.
Esta es la palabra ni. ¿Y se acuerdan para hacer el otro, para la pregunta?
So we have two ways of
El
asking.
otro era con NE, ¿no? NE.
Sí, N-I.
Yes, so we have na and ma. So in this instance, if we say ni na, all right, that's a question, but you will not change, okay? You will stay the same as two, right? Or you think, right?
Yes, and can you on the bottom one, can you also add the ni before? Oh yeah, okay, do that, yeah. Nina, okay, thank you, and I'll explain. Entonces, hermanita, el primero, si se da cuenta, es ni, eso quiere decir tú o usted. Y luego el otro se pronuncia con la A, na, no ne, na. Ese que se usa es una partícula para la pregunta. Y como en el tercero, ahí dice ni, na, está diciendo y usted, porque ya están juntos los dos. Ni, na.
Okay, so the ni will not change. Everything that has to do with you, you still hear ni as much as you hear the usted part, right?
Ese nunca cambia. Ese siempre se va a quedar ahí. Ni es usted o tú.
Ah, ok, gracias.
So I think saying ni is you, and then the na part, like we said, it's not a yes or no, or yes and or no question. It expects you to explain something. So it here translates as how about you, right? But so I think we've covered that. We just helping her out to catch up with us. So the phrase that we are at now is 谢谢, okay? And what does 谢谢 mean?
Estamos ahora hablando de la palabra jièshào del video. ¿Qué significa?
Gracias. Gracias.
Yes. So what does it mean when we put ni in front? And then
¿Y qué tal si le ponemos la palabra ni al frente?
Gracias a usted.
Sí. ¿Otra vez?
Gracias a usted.
Ajá. Thank you.
Yes,
muy bien.
doesn't
Exactamente.
change,
Gracias a ti.
Very good.
Gracias a usted.
Yes, that's good. All right. So in the video, when they said thank you, she said bukatsu. All right, you heard that. We don't need to play that again. Let's just go work with the bukatsu. What is that? What does that mean? Bukatsu. Let's come back. What do you think?
Okay. Después de decir bien, gracias, luego él le dice bukachi. ¿Qué significa bukachi? I think Joy has her hand up.
De
nada.
De nada, muy bien. You're welcome.
Yes, really good. Okay, so nice. So now we want to say, let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. I will tell you what you say. I'll pick your name and then tell you what you say. All right. Here we go. I'm just going to close this one and then put up the.
Vamos a practicar un diálogo. Le voy a decir su nombre y usted me responde.
Okay, I can't see my participants. Okay, here we go. All right, Danny, please say ni hao. Sorry, I shouldn't say ni hao. Please say how are you? I already said
it. Who did you call again?
Danny, can you please, how are you?
Danny, ¿puede decir hola, ¿cómo estás?
Ni hao.
Very good. Chase, do you want to say, or let me introduce?
Am I introducing myself or am I introducing somebody else?
Just everyone. You start with I instead of myself.
Okay. 我介绍
And then yes, very good. Very good. I like that. Who wants to do what or to say what? Okay, Rosie, you want to translate?
Sí. Él le preguntó cómo se dice la introducción y él le preguntó al hermano, ¿me introduzco yo mismo o estoy introduciendo a otra persona? Y le dijo tú mismo. Entonces, dijo, para introducirse uno mismo era, si no me equivoco, déjenme ver mis notas, era wojishi. Chase, how did you say it again?
我介绍吧
Jièshào吧. Entonces, Jièshào吧. Esa es la forma de decir y como dijo formalmente. Thank you.
Good. Okay, good. And Angela, do you want to say this is Lisa?
Ángela quiere decir ella es Lisa.
Yeah. 却是 Lisa.
Very good. And
Muy bien.
now, Lisa, can you say thank you?
Y ahora Lisa le puede decir gracias.
谢谢.
Very good. And the other way of saying it? Lisa?
Y ahora la palabra decirle gracias a usted o a ti.
谢谢你.
Yes. Very good. And
Yes.
Joy, can you say my
De
pleasure?
nada.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh.
不客气.
Ukachi, that's correct. Good. So you see, we're now having the conversation. It's starting to flow. Very nice. Okay, so I hope you're taking notes. If not, that's fine. We will try and see if we can share. But if you're having a quick notes on the side, that will help you a lot. All right.
Espero
Let's
que
not gonna say-
espero que
See what else.
这次找你来呢，就是想让你帮着看一下那个硬盘里的内容是什么。
哦，好。
All right, sure. All right, we've done the next part. I think this one you have met before. Sure, that's the verb to be.
La palabra sure es el verbo ser.
Okay, and this the is there an easy way of putting it, Rocio? Is the one I say it's a possessive marker?
Sí. La palabra da, y si se van dando cuenta, cuando está la E enfrente siempre se pronuncia como A. Entonces da quiere decir la posesión de algo. Esto es mío, esto es y de ella, ¿verdad? La posesión, el verbo posesivo.
Good. And this one means is your name.
La palabra means es nombre.
Good. Sorry that I was saying this out for you. Let me go throw it back to you. Okay, jiao. What does jiao mean? Because I know there are some who already know. So let's give them a chance, right? So that make it interactive.
¿Quién sabe qué significa jiao?
Llamarse.
Sorry?
¿Otra vez?
Llamarse.
To call, to my name.
Yes, very good, to call. Yeah, so it means to be called, right? If I want to say I am called, I would use that name. And if you are in the next room, I want to call you, I'll also use the same jiao.
Y uso el mismo jiao también para llamar a alguien, ¿verdad? Llamarme, me llamo, yo me llamo, o para llamar a alguien.
Okay, good. And what's this one, Tsai? What does Tsai mean?
¿Qué significa la palabra Tsai?
Okay, who wants to go?
Estar. O estoy.
I am.
Yes, another version. I hear somebody was also saying, giving us another version of that.
Otra versión, alguien dijo otra versión también de qué puede ser, Sai. In, okay, in, at.
So you use it in every instance. It's like we want to say it's in, on, you still use Tsai. So it's a very popular one.
La palabra Tsai es muy popular, se usa en, nomás en español decimos en estoy en la calle, está, o puede ser en la mesa, sí, en, nomás en.
Good. So how do I say my name? How do I say my name?
¿Cómo decimos mi nombre?
Yes, Joy.
What that means.
Yes, Angela, very good. Joy, you was going to say?
Yeah, same, 我们字.
Okay, good. So very good. Now we have these versions. Let's take note of this because we're not going to dwell much on it but I want you to pick what these two sisters just said, right? It's very important to see that we have so many ways that we can put it. I'm just going to copy this out for those notes we said we're collating out for the friends. Okay, and then now that we're back, watch this. 我名字, right? Like Joy said, 我名字, right? And Angela said, 我的. This da is what makes it like it is mine, right? Rocio, you want to go?
El primerito es 我名字, mi nombre, y el segundo es 我的名字, este es mi nombre, el posesivo. Siempre se usa el posesivo mi, en chino, de. Y el otro dice 我是, yo soy. 我叫, me llamo.
Okay, so all of these are ways that you can introduce yourself.
Estas son todas las maneras que podemos usar para introducirnos.
我的名字. Okay, and then in the front there, you might also put 是, 我的名字是. Okay, in English, there we go. If you're watching, my name is 我名字, my name, 我的名字. I think here if you add 是, oh, it'll start making sense all together, right? 我的名字是. Okay. I have to put the 是 as well so that people don't get confused. All right. So that's basically what we were trying to say if you're introducing yourself. Okay. Who wants to introduce themselves?
¿Quién quiere introducirse?
We just need 4 people who can quickly introduce themselves. Okay, let's start with Patty.
我名字
You're not saying your name? You see,
¿Y su nombre?
You say your name?
Marcela.
Okay.
我名字 Marcela.
Very good.
Muy bien.
The other one, use another one. If it's used already, don't use it. Rocio.
我是 Rocío.
Very good. Joy.
我叫 Joy.
Very good. Thank you. Okay. Chase.
Sorry, muted. 我的名字是 Noya.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Okay. So we've covered this one. And boo, that's the only one we didn't touch on. That. What does boo mean?
¿Qué significará boo?
No.
Yes.
No.
Very good. Okay. So I'm going to skip much of this part because I think we had so many, we could combine these in several ways, but I'm just keeping some of them. Okay?
Hi, 我是姚天心.
Okay. Hi, 我是 Hi, 我是姚天心. Yao Tianxin, that's the name. So quickly here, the Chinese will always start with their surname and then followed by their first name. So, Hi, 我是 Yao, 我是, that's I am. Yao Tianxin, that's the name. Okay, let's go, Rocio.
Cuando se introduce en las personas, la cultura china, usan primero el apellido y luego su nombre. Entonces ella está diciendo, yo soy Yao Tianxin.
Yes, very good. So you heard them say hi. In Chinese, it's also acceptable to say hi if you don't want to say 你好.
Y en el idioma chino o la cultura china también se puede decir hi, como en inglés, hola. No necesita decirlo 你好, puede decir hi.
Like just like another language, like we have borrowed words from English, they also have.
Es otros vocabulario que usan del inglés.
Very good. And then she says,
素素的妹妹.
你好. Hi, 我是依依.
Okay, what does she say?
¿Qué dijo? ¿Qué dijo ella?
Presentó a su hermana menor.
She introduced her younger sister.
Okay.
Dijo meme.
Sí, muy bien. Pero ahorita luego dijo, hi, yo soy Yi.
How did you say that? Yo soy.
¿Cómo diría eso?
Okay. I'm going to pull up my participants. Yes, there's somebody who's raising their hand. Please go ahead.
Joy, go ahead.
Yeah, he says, hi, 我是依依.
Yes, 我是. Okay, don't forget that. You introduced yourself, 我是, 我叫. And that's the practice we just did, right? This time they're using 我是 and use 我是, all right? 我是依依, 我是. That's what they said, right? Good. Now, I think we will not move further than this because I think of our time with your brain won't be working that much. All right, so let's just see what else is on this clip, but I think it's just okay. Let's see if I looked it or if I didn't look it. Okay, I didn't look that one, but let's do it. Let's just see what it says again one more time.
嗨，我是姚天星，素素的妹妹。
Okay, if you're watching in English, you can see on the subtitle they say she says her name and then she says she's Susu's younger sister. All right, and in there you hear the word Susu da. Susu da. What does that mean when you say Susu da? What is the da doing there? I think that's what
Possessive.
Possessive, yes. So I am her sister, right? I'm her younger sister in this case. Okay. So if you want to say, this is my, okay, please resume.
Yeah, sorry. No, you finish.
No, I was gonna move away from that. Sorry.
Okay, then no. Entonces, cuando le dijo, le dijo Susie the Sheshe, no, the how you say that?
Yeah, Susu.
Meme. Susu the meme. Cuando le dijo Susu da la palabra da, meme, entonces preguntó qué significa la palabra da. La palabra da es posesivo, entonces dijo, ella es la hermana menor de Susu.
Okay, good. So the name of the person was Susu, right? And that's what she was saying. Okay, so da is what makes it possessive. We did it with this part here where we said, or da means, right? Which means my name, or da. Okay. So da is the possessive marker, all right? So how do you say my phone? Use the word phone in English or in Spanish. But,
¿Cómo se diría mi teléfono? Y pueden usar la palabra teléfono en el idioma que habla.
Joy?
You could say 我的电话 or 我的 telephone.
Yes, for the telephone.
我的手机，我的手机。
Yes, for the Shouji is also another one, right? So the 我的 part, that's what we are after, right? 我的. And then I saw somebody raising their hand. Solange, do you want to try your phone?
¿Quiere tratar diciendo su teléfono?
Sí. 我的手机.
All right, that's my phone, but
Ese es mi teléfono, pero su teléfono de otra persona.
你的手机.
Yes, very good. So da will still come again. Remember we said ni, that's you, and then we add in da now to make it to say that you are possessing this item, right? 你的手机, 我的手机, okay? So now who want to say, Marcela, do you want to say your name?
Marcela quiere decir su nombre, la de otra persona, su nombre en chino.
Ni da.
Yes, yes.
Muy bien.
Sorry, come again, Marcela.
Minsa.
Yes.
Ni de Minsa.
Mingzi.
Minsa.
Yes, please say it again.
Ni da Minsa.
Yeah, very good. I like the confidence in the end. That's what we're looking for.
Muy bien, me gusta su confianza.
Yeah, good. Veronica, you want to try my name?
Verónica, ¿puede decir mi nombre? Mi nombre es.
Okay, Veronica must be on mute, all right?
Verónica, okay. No se escucha.
我的名字
Yes, very good. Please say it again. We need that confidence.
Otra vez, por favor.
我的名字
Yes, 我的名字，我的名字。Let's go. 我的名字。
我的名字. Repita.
我的名字
Yes, and now let's tell us your name. You put she in front, right? 我的名字是 if you want to go with that one, all right? So, Danny, you want to go? My name is Danny.
Danny.
我的名字
Uh-huh. Tell us your name.
Y ahora agregue su nombre.
Daniela.
Uh-huh.
Okay, entonces,
We need the
junto.
whole sentence in Chinese.
我的名字 Daniela.
Uh-huh. You left out the she. Here we go.
Se olvidó decir la palabra she, que significa es. Mi nombre es.
我的名字是 Daniela.
Very good. Very
Muy
good.
bien, muy bien. Excelente.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to end here because of our time. But obviously, as you noticed, we didn't really cover. I don't know who's joining us just now, but we're about to finish. So as you noticed, we were supposed to go through the whole thing together. It's in 8 minutes or somewhere around 8 to 10 minutes, I think, the whole content. But here's what I'm going to do. As you saw in between these videos, there are some slides that I have shared. These videos are simply collections of what I saw when I saw them using popular words, right? So what I'm going to do is these slides in between, I'm going to share them with you and then you practice them, right? So that next time when we meet, we don't spend much time on learning new words, but we spend much time on using them. Okay, I think that's where we have a delay in time because we are learning the words and trying to use them at the same time. So let's go learn these words elsewhere, like go through those slides and those resources we shared in the group. And then when you come in class, you already know the words. You just now plugging and playing, all right? That's what we want to try and achieve. Otherwise, if we don't do that, our progress will be very slow. Like if you saw today, we simply covered 2 minutes of an 8-minute video. And this was just for this week. Next week, we want to make another video which is different from this one. So you can see how if we don't know the words, it will slow us down. So please go and study the words and come in class with a bunch of words that you know, and then you just plug those words in, all right?
Ok, entonces está diciendo que ya por el tiempo vamos a estar finalizando la clase y como vimos hemos usado videos y introducido nuevas palabras, algunas palabras ya otros las conocían. Queremos animarlos a que continúen revisando la lista de vocabulario de las palabras que mandó y se vayan familiarizándose con ellas porque para la próxima semana vamos a hablar de otras nuevas palabras, también usando videos para que nos ayuden. Entonces les anima a que practiquen todo lo que hemos aprendido hoy, lo vayan practicando entre la semana junto con nuevas palabras.
It's very good. And please tell them that we're grateful for the efforts that they're putting up for all this. And I'm just going to stop the recording. And yeah, I think